Lolita by Vladimir Nabokov. This is an Everyman's library edition. I love Everyman's. They are, as I've said before, they fit in your hand very well. The dimensions are nice. They just feel good. They look good. The cloth is nice. They always have this sort of strip here. Since the last time I did a video on Everyman's, I pointed out that in that video that this color actually matters. These are color coded. However, I still haven't looked it up to see what the colors mean. So let's look at the spine of the dust jacket. Lolita is a difficult book to talk about because, not because of the subject matter, but because of the implications that people draw or people think are true if you say you love this book. I loved this book. The writing is amazing. Nabokov is absolutely a genius. The subject matter is of a monster, a human monster, who is a pedophile and ruins a few people's lives through that. There's something that often gets discussed with Lolita where they say that you're fooled into thinking that the protagonist who writes this in first person, you're fooled into believing that he's like, you believe his story and you believe he's an okay guy or something, and then you realize what's happening. I think that really misses an important element, which is that there's an introduction to Lolita, which is not true. It's like a, well, this one is, but there's sort of like a preface that is fake. This one, the foreword, I should say, okay? And right here in the foreword, written by a fictional person, this fictional person is talking about the manuscript as if he received it. And it says right there, it literally uses the word monster. It tells you right from the beginning, before you read the first word of chapter 1, that this man is a terrible man. You're supposed to go into it knowing that. I wonder how many people start reading Lolita and just sort of skip that preface, thinking that it's like a legitimate, or this forward, they sort of skip that and jump right into the book. And they miss something really important, which is that no one is trying to fool you here. I mean, the protagonist might be, but the author isn't. In any case, the protagonist, he tells it in first person, as I say. He's incredibly literate and witty, and everyone around him seems to find him very charming, and he's probably very good looking, and he gets a lot of what he wants in this book, and he is just really a very disgusting person, and he absolutely ruins people. But somehow people think that if you like this book, then that means that you are a pedophile and that you want to ruin people's lives, or that you think that he's like a good guy and that you empathize with him and take his side or something, which is absolutely not the case. Or maybe it is the case with some people, but it's certainly not the case with most people. I loved this book. I just really, I have to give it to him. First of all, the man's Russian and he wrote it in English. And as someone who studies a foreign language myself, I can tell you that that is already something. But to write at this level, I don't know, it's awe-inspiring. That's Lolita by Vladimir Nabokov.